the full engagement of Web3, which then brings us into a decentralized future.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the introduction special Zoom webinar of D1, also known as District 1. We're going to be going through it today with you guys. So if you're live here, welcome. If you're on the replay, welcome, welcome. So I was talking about it earlier. I'm super excited about D1, super excited about Blast. Moving through the Web3 space. I'm huge into GameFi. I'm huge into social integration with Web3, blockchain, all things crypto, airdrops, all that good stuff. So tonight, Peter's going to go through that with you all. Listen up. This could be fun. This could be exciting as it is for you, as it is for us. And Peter will tell you how much I'm better at getting gems and
Give me
gold.
1 second, Doug's call.
Okay. Peter will probably tell you how he enjoys our competitions on gaining jewels, the gems, and the gold for Blast One. But you'll see how that's all integrated. Throw me a one if you guys have heard of D1, District 1, or two if you have not yet. And this is like, what the heck is he talking about? I know Drew has a few of you guys out there, some twos. Cool. All right, so I'm going to pass it. Looks like Peter's ready. I'm
All
going to
right,
pass it
I
back
am
to you,
ready.
Peter.
Sorry about that. I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. We just let our programmers leave, and it's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning there, right? I mean, they're going to go home, take a nap, and then come back in and go back to work here pretty quickly.
Man.
We're just driving this thing and moving this thing forward, guys, with the ETF being approved, it looks like, for Ethereum. Now they're talking about Solana. This is literally every time one of these gets approved, it's billions and billions and billions of more dollars entering our space and building a line of stability, right? Because, we as people, we kind of panic a little bit sometimes, right? When it's going down, let me sell. These guys have analysts and they'll hold, and they'll use drop dips as buying opportunities to enhance, right, the sophisticated investors. However, that does bring up a challenge, guys, and that is us losing Web3, and Web3 just being a new version of Web2, where the big corporations, the wealthy investors, right, these BlackRocks and Vanguards and all of these people end up controlling what should have been ours, what can be ours. It is not too late. They have not done it yet. If you look at Bitcoin, the majority of it is held by individuals. If you look at most of the crypto projects, the majority is held by individuals. So I know, and I know a lot of you guys have been with us, this bear market, and you guys can correct me wrong, if you believe this bear market was rough, put in a 3 in the chat, right? Put in a 3 if this was rough and longer than you wanted it to, and longer than you expected it to, on that side. Great. I want to change that this next time around. I know we're just starting to go into the bull market and we're just starting to get this stuff going. But I would like for the next bear market, and by the way, there will be another bear market. If anybody wants to take a bet, I'll take it for any amount of money, and I'll give you 100 to 1 odds, right? 100 to every dollar. I put up $1 for every $100 that if you win, I give you 100, you give me $1 all day long, because we know there's bulls and there's bears. But what can change the situation, and I'm going to use the internet as an example, okay? There was a bubble. When that bubble burst, guys, it was hard. As a matter of fact, I've talked to Brian Schuster about this, and Brian sold some very, very valuable patents for much less than they were worth to survive the bubble pop, right? Because he was in the internet area. He sold patents that drive Reddit and most of the social media. He had developed those, gotten patents on them, but he had to sell them off in order to keep the companies moving forward and, of course, launch Otherverse and do that. So we've seen this happen, but then since then, there has been bear markets in the Web2 space, but they're not that bad, right? They go down and then they come back up. And of course, that's what we want in the crypto space. I don't know about you guys. I'm not here for the next 18 months, and they're going to sell all of my crypto. And I've heard so many YouTubers talk about this stuff, right? They're going to run this thing up. They're going to sell all their crypto and go do something else until the next bull run. And then they'll buy back in, and they're promoting this to people. I don't believe that crypto is just a way to build digital wealth. I believe it's a better way of life for all of us, right? I believe it's better for my kids. I believe it's better for my grandkids, my great grandkids. I believe if we move towards a decentralized world with decentralized systems in our businesses, in our personal lives, in government, right? The information that we control, I believe your life, my life, all of our lives will be somewhat better. As a matter of fact, I believe people that don't even have access to the internet, people in third world countries maybe that don't even, might live in a village somewhere, right, in the middle of nowhere, their lives will be better because the world will be better. Maybe we can avoid ever having a World War III or whatever it may end up being, because we live in a world where there's a level playing field or more level playing field. The tension in this world, and these are my opinions, guys, you can agree or not agree, it's okay. We can still both do the same thing. We can get airdrops. We can do, District 1 together. You don't have to agree, but essentially the tension in the world is that people feel like they're a victim of government, of their employer, the system, all of this stuff, right? We're helpless. We don't have control of our own lives. Matter of fact, our data is being sold out like crazy, right? We're just like little pawns on the internet, right? Just getting sold over and over again on a daily basis, all of our data and our information. I don't know about you guys, but I would like to have more control over my lives. If you would like to have more control over your lives, guys, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in. All right. So why are we here tonight? We're here to talk about District 1. We have been looking at a lot of the social media channels in Web3. Okay. So we use Twitter, of course. We're using Discord. Discord is somewhat privacy and stuff, but not decentralized. So the idea for us is to find decentralized projects or projects that have the plans to be decentralized. I was talking to someone the other day, and they go, either you're decentralized or you're not decentralized. Not necessarily true. It's easier to start as a centralized organization and move to decentralization, and that's what a lot of projects do. And the reason why, you have early control in the development and the building process of it. And then once it's ready, it's standing on its own, it has revenue coming in, it has a community behind it, then you decentralize. And the reason for that is that in the early days, if you decentralize immediately, then a small group of people can come in and take enough influence before there's a big enough community and actually start steering it in a direction that you don't need. This is a lot of the stuff that a lot of people do not think about when they're formulating in their mind how these things can work out and what they can do. So District 1, guys, is a project. It's on the Blast network, and it is moving in. And so me and Corey have been playing in it, right? We've been in there. We don't just go, hey, let's jump in this. I have an account. Corey has an account. We bought shares in it of other social media people. We've been collecting jewels. And we just got some Blast Gold because of the jewels that we collected on it. And I want to say this before we go even a little bit further. Look, if you cannot do everything we're doing, please do not stress over it. Because as you start getting airdrops, as you start getting things in a month, 2 months, 3 months, there will always be opportunities for you to be a part of. So really what I want you to do is just relax. And if you say, you know what, I have the time and I have the extra available resources, I'm going to get in this one. If you can't, just pray that everyone else that gets in is super successful and makes lots of money and does really well, right? Or lots of digital assets, because that moves the whole ship. Remember, a rising tide raises all ships. We have a successful channel in District 1. Whether you're in that channel and helping us or not, guess what? That raises the entire profile of NexWeb3, of the Nexus Ecosystem, and that leads to True Badger and NSI and all the stuff that we're doing. So you don't have to participate in everything that we do And that is, I really want to get that across, guys, because some people, I can't do that one, and they stress and don't let that discourage you. Okay. If we did, I'd cry every day because I didn't buy any Bitcoin when it was a penny, right? I wasn't the guy who said, "Oh, you will give me 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas? Let me get my credit card out and buy 2 pizzas and get the 10,000 Bitcoin," because that would have changed my life forever, right? That wasn't an opportunity that I could do at the time. I didn't know about it. And if I knew about it, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I would have said, hell no, I'm not buying 2 pizzas for you for 10,000 Bitcoin. What the heck is a Bitcoin, right? That's funky, dude. I don't know about that, right? So even if I would have had the opportunity to do it, probably would have said no. It took quite a few years later for things to develop and for me to get involved. And when I did get involved in crypto, guys, I thought it was just going to be a quick hit. People were silly for buying this Bitcoin stuff. But hey, if they're going to buy it and it's going to go up, I can make some money on it. I didn't understand the technology behind it, and I did not understand decentralization. Now, I had already started a business model that essentially was decentralization, and it was moving in that direction. It was part of this participatory economy. However, we didn't know the term. We didn't know the mechanism that's there. And so let's talk about the technology really quickly. Why is Web3 so powerful? Why is Web3 going to be the biggest transfer of wealth in human history? It's the technology. If you look at the underlying technology, blockchain, the value that it creates in making it to where decentralized systems can flourish, that is in where the value is created. A matter of fact, we were on a call. Was it a couple weeks ago, Corey? And the guy asked the question about, it was for DFY. He asked the question about how do these things have value? How does the crypto, or was it on one of our other calls, right? He said, why do these have value? Why is this digital asset valuable? And the answer is very simple. The company, it's just like a share of stock. Why is a share of stock in Amazon worth what it's worth? Because the company has business. It produces revenue. It does the things that we want it to do. And so with that, the company has value. So the share that represents the company has value. And then you have buyers and sellers, which will make it go up or down. But there's real value behind it because that company has assets that if the assets were sold off and it was broken up, the shareholders would get those assets. Very much in a decentralized in cryptocurrency. So crypto is not the end. It's not the technology that's the power. It's the blockchain that's the power. The crypto is the representation of the value that the blockchain, smart contracts, right? So the next first was blockchain, then smart contracts on top of it. Then there's NFTs. There's all of these different technologies that are coming together to create a decentralized system that then cryptocurrency is the representation of that value. Okay. Now I'm going to say this right now. The major value in most cryptos today is simply supply and demand. More people buying, the price goes up. More people selling, the price goes down. It has very little to do with the business model, the technology that is behind those projects. That's what we want to change, okay? Because if we can find projects that we love, that we want to be a part of, and that is right now, most of us, put a 1 in if you're visiting some type of Web2 social media every day. Put in a 1. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Discord. Those are all Web2 social medias. How many people are visiting those at least once let's go to once a week. All right. Everybody's putting it in, right? So we're all using those. Guys, we're taking our dollars and we're voting for Web2 to continue and for centralized systems. Reddit centralized, Facebook is centralized, Instagram is centralized, TikTok is centralized. We're saying we want to stay, and there's going to be a balance here, guys, because we need Twitter accounts to get on blast. We need these things right now. So the reason for us to talk about District 1 there's a free version. You can do free. You do need to get a Blast account and stuff to do that. So some of you guys might not want to go through what you're going to need to do it. But the idea is that it is a decentralized mechanism that's doing airdrops, doing things for the people. And I believe we need to move towards that. There has been a lot of controversy over the last 8 years of social media companies manipulating our data, stealing our data, using our data, whatever you want to call it. So there's been a lot of controversy. So what is the solution? What's the answer? It's to move to decentralized social media. So we wanted to find one. We have. I would like to at some point, and I don't know if you guys are with me. We have a DAO that's building up some resources. I don't know. Maybe our DAO would come together and do a vote on us starting our own social media, decentralized social media channel that actually embraces freedom, embraces decentralization. Put in a 1 if that's something that you think would excite you as a Avigami holder, because you're going to be the ones that get to vote on that and give feedback, and we can develop our own. I would love to do that, guys. I think it would be absolutely spectacular to change something that brings real freedom, opportunity to it. But that takes resources, and we need to build the community that we want to be able to drive that. Okay? Drew's tired of being in jail. Yes, Facebook jail, right? That is not a good place to be. With decentralized mechanisms, you can put in appeal systems, and it would be members that would look at what's going on. There's some very fair systems that are being developed in Web3 to keep out, because there are always bad actors, but you want to keep those out. But they're fair ways of doing it where it's not a, I don't want to say it the wrong way, but a Silicon Valley yuppie who's making a decision on you being on there or not, right? Did I insult anybody on here? I hope not, because I can occasionally get off script and bring up something like that. Anyway, hopefully you guys got a laugh out of that, because I think it's kind of funny. All right. Corey's like, oh God, here he goes. Okay. All right, we're going to get back on track here, though. So, okay, so District 1. So Corey's going to go ahead and share his screen, I believe, right? And we're going to go into, so District 1, you need to have a Blast account for doing it. You don't really need to have anything in your Blast account, but you need to at least go sign up for Blast and get that moving forward there. I don't know if we can do this with the Blast accounts that we're setting up for the people that decided to move forward with, which we'll have set up by tomorrow morning. You'll be earning Blast points from that. But we may have a way. So if you want to do this and you're doing the Blast one, please do me a favor and let us know. So let Sharona know I've funded my Blast account on this side, and I would like to get involved in District 1, because I'm hoping what we can do is get you on with one of our AXAs. They're going to link your wallet, and then they're going to take your wallet that you have in your hands, okay? And they're going to get both of them signed up on Blast, and we're going to connect them together. I have my 2 Blast wallets connected together, so the points I'm earning in one actually reflect the other one. Matter of fact, Corey, if you can stop sharing, I'll share my Blast real quick, and I'll show them what I'm talking about here. So and again, a lot of this stuff is experimental, guys, because nobody's done what we're doing right now. And so we're having to kind of go through the learning proposition of figuring a lot of this stuff out. But I'm not bad at doing that. I'm pretty good at it, actually. So we are knocking them out of the park here and getting these things figured out. Let me see if I can get it is sometimes very difficult. I was actually testing some stuff, so get to where we need to go here. All right, and then we're going to log in here. We're going to connect our wallet. Connect. And It's going to go do a signature here real quick. And remember, guys, no stress if you don't want to do this, okay? No stress whatsoever. Okay, wrong wallet's connected. Let me go in here. Anybody else hear the Jeopardy sign in their head? Song? Jeopardy? Da.
No, I do.
I don't know how it goes now, but
Da,
I think
da,
I think
da,
I was pretty close to Jeopardy sing.
da.
Not exactly, but I think I was close. All right. You guys like my name? Airdrop Mac Daddy. My daughter got a kick out of it today when she saw it. She's like, Airdrop Mac Daddy? That's right. I am the Mac Daddy of airdrops. That wallet is, not me. All right, we got the right one connected. Okay, so you guys will see, we're going to work towards multipliers. We're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff. You see, I have almost 5 million points in this wallet. If I come up here and I click, you'll see I have 2 linked wallets. So when I do that, I have 2 separate wallets connected to the same account. So anything I do on the one goes towards this total right here on the leaderboard right here, right? So I'm the 22,034 wallet out of about 3 million wallets, I believe. So we've got a total of 5641 points and 164 in gold. So if I go back here and we look at this wallet, this one only has 4.8 in it. So the other 800,000 points are actually in my other wallet. So we're going to try to see if we can, if you want to do District 1 and you already have it, where we can bridge the 2 together, and we can make that happen for you, okay? Also, too, this is what we've been looking at, guys. There's some protocols where, look, 240 points, but there's other protocols that are 101,000 points, and 47,000 points, 74,000 points, and I have less in some of these than I do in other protocols. So this is what we're going to tie together in order to maximize the points that you're getting for the people that decided to go in that direction. So I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to let Corey share, and he's going to go through and show you the stuff in District 1, what we're doing. There is a free way to do District 1. And then there is some ways where you can spend a little bit of money, and then there's ways where you can up that and increase that from there. So Corey's going to go through that, and I'm going to go lock up my wallet real quick. All right.
So when Peter's talking about points, guys, it's gamified. So you're trying to get on the leaderboard for Blast. You're trying to get more gold. All this is to get more incentives for a bigger airdrop and digital wealth. So D1 is basically it's a social space for money, gamified. They have things called rallies. They have competitions. They have spaces. But this is what it looks like inside of D1. You've got your main menu here. Once you are in and connect your wallet. But like Peter said, they have the spaces here, all the ones that you can join. And what we're doing here, and I can let Peter jump in whatever you want, buddy, because there's so much to explain. I don't know if you want me to go through.
Yeah, go ahead. Just keep going, buddy. You know me. I'll jump in if I feel.
Yeah. So the idea is to create our own hub, our own space here within Nexus Ecosystem. I'm in here as True Badger. You'll see that down the left side, they have all these spaces. We've created the True Badger space, which is, what we're going to talk to you. Oh, we moved up in rank, buddy, to number 18.
All right. We're getting close to having our own thing.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is this rank number here. We're trying to get within the top 5, top rank. And it goes in a 12-hour period. So once we have people start joining our space, we're going to be able to go live like this space. This isn't ours, but this is one that I belong to. And basically, we want to open this up so that we all have a hub, like Peter was explaining, our own kind of Discord, but in a decentralized Web3 space where Peter and I have competitions. When you guys are in here, they have things called rally for gems. So it's basically a click of a button that you want to earn gold and gems. This will get you gems. Um, a lot going on this screen, but once you get used to it, once you come in, it's like second nature to you. It's just like entering a new space. But there's ways to multiply your gem earnings, and we'll go over that too. But I'm just kind of going to get you familiar with the area in here. So you see the space that I belong to here. This is the live action where you can chat, um, and you can interact with other people in the space. So just imagine having like the Nexus ecosystem in here, with tons of shareholders and rallying for gems. It's super fun, and um, and something that you can do every couple of hours. But this area is where it lists all the spaces available, where you can join, be a part of, similar to what we're building here. But there's tons of those out here, in this area. So now you see this is where the area where we're trying to get to where in this 12-hour period, the top 5 spaces, they get to open up and have their own listing. So that's what we're going for. And that's where you see us here. Number 18, I'm very proud of us. So we're going to be moving up here after today.
About 3 or 4 days, I think we'll be in the top 5,
Yeah,
and then we'll be able to start our space, and then you'll be able to go there and rally and claim and all that stuff.
right.
You asked a great question. Does it help on the free side? I don't know, because I have a paid account and Corey has a we bought a share. So there's a couple ways when we start talking about finance. So one is you can just go in and buy a share. It's right now about $44 for a share in True Badger. Okay. It will go up though, guys. Oh yeah, Corey will go there. So the idea is you buy a share for $44. You can buy up to 2 shares. That's the most that you can buy, because we have it set for the most is 2. And then, oh, it's letting you do more now, buddy. Maybe we can do more than 2 now that it's outside the rally, which is how the guy bought 4.
I guess it's potentially, I guess you
All
could.
right, excellent. So I guess you can buy as many as you want. All
Go
right.
nuts.
So as people buy shares, the share price goes up, and as people sell shares, the share price goes down. There are spots. Can you go to Pack, buddy? So
Uh-huh.
Pack has about 230 something holders in their Discord. Their share price is 16,630 Oli, which is about $1,400. I don't know if we'll ever get there, but our goal is to make it as so exciting that it is. Now, you'll want to have some Oli to stake. You need to stake 1,000 Oli, which is right now at about 8 cents, so you can chat. So, but I do not know on the free account side, because I never tried it. That's something we should probably try.
1,000 gems, right, buddy?
Yeah, 1,000 gems. Sorry. Yeah, 1,000. I'm sorry, 1,000 gems. So you can
Yeah.
go and do a rally, win some gems, and then go stake them so you can talk. So you can win those. Yeah. So if you go over to, buddy, can you go to where you the stake, the Oli right there, S Oli. Okay. So here's where, guys, and this is, I think it was $160, right, Corey? That's what it cost us to do this.
Yep.
Okay. So if you want to have the boost full, get as many gems as you possibly can, and have 4 rallies. So if you're in for free, you can do 2 rallies a day. That's it, twice. If you do the paid version, 4. Now here's the cool part. You're only staking these. You're not spending $160 to do this. You're putting it in there. And of course, with this being successful, and we'll get into that, Drew, here in a minute on rallies. We're going to go through the entire thing, guys. So prime spaces, all that stuff, all the ways that you can earn, all that. Okay. So the key is what you're doing is you're staking it. You're locking it up for a time period. Right now, Oli's about 8, 9 cents. Well, this is successful. They do some airdrops. It keeps growing. Oli becomes worth 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents. When you go in to unlock that, you're going to have increased value. Okay. So this is something that can go up in value that can become a more valuable asset for you. It can also go down in value. I'm not giving financial advice here. The same thing with buying a share. I bought a share right away when we did it. I actually paid more than they're at right now because we didn't realize that people come in and drive up the price really quickly. And as soon as some people come in and buy it, they sell off and it comes down. So you can actually buy. I'm actually, now that I can buy more than two, I'm going to go buy some more shares because I can get them for 44 bucks and I can cost average. Because I think I paid what, 140 something for 2 shares, I think it was, Corey, something like that.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
paid a little bit more for it, but that's okay. I will just cost average and buy some more. Okay. So that'll be my next goal here. I'm going to try to give you guys a chance to go in and do it tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to go in and buy a couple more shares now that I know I can buy more. So that is the shares. So our goal is to drive, build the community, have contests, do different things that get people excited about it. We're going to create some videos for the decentralized channel, invite people to become part of our D1. So we're going to promote it and we're going to market it out there and continue to grow it. And of course, you know, DFY grows to 10,000 members, let's say in the next 3 or 4 months. At least if I would think a few hundred of those members would want to be part of District 1 because we'll make incentives to be able to do that. And that should hopefully help bring up the price of the shares, and you can sell them anytime you want. You can buy and sell. I already bought one in another land, and then I sold it. I made a profit on it, and then I took that and put it in pack, and then I got a giant gold airdrop because of my pack holding in the contest thing. So it's been a very positive experience from there. Now, let's go back to live. So now we're going to go through what you can do, guys, to earn gems. So you will see where Corey's mouse is right now. You see that rally for gems. And we may be on here in 24 minutes still, and you'll be able to see Corey will show you how he rallies. So this is the countdown. The next rally at 24 minutes and 24 seconds, and it happens every 2 hours. When this gets to the hour, this is going to become a greenish yellow button, the same as this text, a big button here. All you're going to do is come and click on that button. And then in 16 minutes, you're going to come back. And Corey, can you go down in the chat there below and show a claim one? Yeah, there we go. Right here, this is going to pop up. And all you're going to do is click on that. And little fireworks are going to go off. And it's going to give you gems. Can you go to your golden gems, bud? All right, so this is Corey's golden gems. He started a little late. He's a little slow to get started on the Epoch 2. But he earned 42,266.86 gems. Now, half of those were from his boost, which means you have to be, if you're free, you're not going to get this boost. So he would have about 19,000 gems, but you'll see he got 12.54 gold for that. That is equal to, in the world of Blast, about 500,000 points. You guys saw that I have quite a bit staked. I have about 5 million points. That would be 10% of the value that I have staked that you would receive in Blast points for that, as well as it qualifies you for an airdrop that District 1 is going to do as well, okay? So that gives it. Now, you'll see Corey is kicking butt now. He's at 108,000 in Epoch 3, so he's doing very well. He's already going to get probably 2.5 times more gold. And again, there might be more participants. So as an average, you might get less, but he's got plenty of time left. He'll probably be at 500,000 points, maybe 400,000 or 500,000, and he'll end up probably getting 50, 60, 80, 100, 150 gold, which will reflect about a couple of million points on that side. And if you guys don't know, the way that the Blast airdrop is going to go happen, half of the airdrop is going to go to people who accumulated points, and half of it's going to go to people that accumulate gold. Okay, so you actually qualify for the gold you have and for the points that you have. So that's what our goal is, to try and get you some gold. That's why we're going to certain projects to see if we can get some gold. This is a good way to acquire gold. Now, if this is getting confusing, don't worry. We'll open it up for some questions here in a few minutes, and then we'll get the questions answered. Okay, so go back to the live, buddy. All right. So the next thing that you can do every day to get some jewels is just simply vote. Corey, can you show them where the vote button is over there to the left? No, there's actually an easier way to do it on the spaces that you're part of. And it's right there, guys. I don't go over to that part right there to do these votes because then you got to search for who you're going for. So you can find spaces. I have 3 spaces I vote for every time. As soon as our True Badger one is there, that will be the one I will vote on every single time. Right now, it's 3 other spaces. Corey has his spaces that he votes on. They're probably down in a row of what it is right there. So all you do is click on that space, vote, click on the next one, vote right there, vote. And then you go to the next one down and you can hit vote again. Super simple. Corey just earned 1,000 gems, guys. 1,000 gems just for doing that. You saw what the value of those were. So it is that simple. And I believe you can do all of this on a free version. If you just get a Blast account set up, you sign up for District 1. There is a referral link on this as well. So we need to get that to everybody. So Corey, we'll get you guys the referral link here when it's over with, and we'll get that set up for you, okay? And get that sent out to everybody. And that's the beauty of it. There's a referral, so if you refer people, you're golden and ready to go. So Corey, if you want to paste that in the chat for the referral link for people that want to do this on their own. And then, we're going to work through some details tomorrow, guys, on how we can see if you're having us do the blast for you, if we can connect the 2 accounts together. You may have to get on with an AXA, and at the same time, we're working out some stuff right now for getting people what's called proof of humanity, and being able to do that. And we'll be getting with everybody that's doing airdrops because we think we've nailed everything that we need to do to be able to make that happen. So anyway, we're going to be in a lot of communication over the next 2 weeks, guys, because we're moving closer and closer to June. And between mid-June and the end of June, we should have a very, very positive experience, including the Blast airdrop. So if you said, oh, I wanted to do Blast, I didn't have the funds, you get the link, sign up. You don't really have to put a lot, I don't think, in your Blast account to get started. Right, Corey?
I think it was like $15, I want to say.
Something, but you can get that started. Just leave it sit there. One of the beautiful things, guys, why are we excited about Blast? Blast is a network that I believe could be the most decentralized network that's out there of all of them right now. And the reason this is being, when Blast set up their structure, it's completely decentralized. All the tokens will be owned by the communities, right? By the people who are doing this. I've tried USDT, Kenneth, and it did not work well for me, but you can try it. It says USDT when you select it. I just kept getting a failed transaction when I tried to move it from the Ethereum chain over. I did get a failed transaction, but if you need some help with it, we can check it out. So I've always just swapped it for ETH really quickly. You can do it right in the MetaMask wallet, and then went ahead and bridged it over. And if you do it, I think I paid like $1.22 on the last one that I swapped from USDT into Ethereum, and then brought the Ethereum over, and then of course swapped it back. So here's the cool thing. Blast has made it where, so if I hold my Ethereum in my wallet, my Ethereum wallet, it just goes up and down in value in the cost of it. This is why I believe Blast could be the network that everybody goes to. However, if I hold Ethereum in my Blast wallet, it's just like I'm a validator and I'm receiving transaction fees. So they take the vast portion of the transaction fees and they pay it back to people that just have Ethereum or USDB, which is their stable coin, sitting on there. They're paying 10%. I want you to think about this. What's your savings rate on your savings account in the bank? 1-2% right now, somewhere in there. On this, if you keep ETH in your wallet, which is going to fluctuate in price, it's 3% a year you're getting on just having your assets sitting there. On USDB, and again, I'm not giving financial advice because this is not insured. Maybe your savings account is. You might want to think about that. USDB is 10% a year. That's nearly 1% a month that you're getting just for having your assets sit there. You don't ever have to stake it. You don't have to move it. You don't have to do anything. You just put it in and it'll just keep accumulating and your balance will keep growing along the way. So that is one of the things that I believe will happen. Now, they're going to do a huge airdrop because they're dropping most of it out to the projects and to the people. And then they'll do a second airdrop. That's the beauty of this as well, guys. You're not just going till the 27th. Even the stuff we're setting up, we'll come up with a strategy after the 27th for what? The second blast airdrop, right? We're lining ourselves up to get digital assets again. Of course, getting into the chain. I believe almost every single project that goes on blast, this happened with the Atom chain that was out there, right? With Cosmos, where almost every project does an airdrop. So by holding it, you're going to start getting airdrops. By participating with the projects, you're going to get airdrops. So this could be very lucrative. These guys alone could create hundreds of billions, if not $1 trillion in wealth for the community in a decentralized way. Again, not financial advice, my thoughts on where we're at. All right, Corey, you want to go back to District 1 so we can finish?
Yes.
Thank you. I know I'm long, guys, but I just need to make sure we all are on the same page. Are we all on the same page? Put a 1 in if we're on the same page with this. We won't go outside of this spectrum.
D1.
D1. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So now Corey did the 1 voting. What he's going to do now is he's going to show you where you can do a second vote, because you can get 3 votes a day. And I believe you can do that on the free as well. And then you can do 2 votes on the Prime here. So you see where it says Prime, you go there, and then you go to the survival tab. All right, you're going to vote from the spaces for that. And now Corey can go select. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3 of these. His says 0 of 3, so hopefully he'll be able to select 3. So vote. He just got another 500 more joules. Vote. I think they like him better. They only let me do 2 votes earlier. And then he does a 3rd one. I think somebody, I'm not sure. So you see, he got 500 of those. Now, what we're going to do next is when you buy a share, if you decide, hey, I'm going to get a share, Corey, can you click on the gold the 3 buttons, please? All right. So every time you own a space and somebody buys another one, click on my space. You are actually earning OLI. So claimable fees, Corey has 96 cents in OLI, okay? So whenever somebody buys a share, and a portion of that share, and as well, if you go back to the live wall, Corey, please. I want you to scroll up until you see a purple tab. Okay, not that one. That's a gift one. It's a lighter purple. And they probably haven't sold any shares in this one. Corey's not in a cool one like I am. We're going to see it here in a minute, guys. So whenever a share is sold in any one of these, a little thing, it'll say 30 OLI or 20 OLI. And it's the first come, first serve basis. If you're in there, and one pops up, you can click on it. Usually has a certain amount of people that can get it. 3 people, 6 people, 5 people. And if you click on it, you can earn OLI. Oh, there you go. You just passed one right there. See? Someone bought 3 shares. That's 199.1 OLI airdrop. If you clicked on that, you would get that airdrop. You'd earn 179 OLI, which is about 10 cents. So that's about $17 if you earn the whole 179. So that's another way that you can earn by being in here. You see the one above it too. Somebody sold a share. 61 OLI was given away. And somebody bought 2 or 3 shares. And 3 OLI or 179 OLI was airdropped out. Okay. Now, Corey, if you go to your golden gem area. All right. Now, if you stake 100 and if you scroll down on the right-hand side, you will see if you talk in these chats, and hopefully you'll be doing this in ours. Occasionally it says in here, gems to shareholders. So just an airdrop just because he was a shareholder. And then you're also going to see here, DGen talks. That's the rally. Let's see. There should be one here that says because he talks. being yeah, there you go. Participated in DGen talks. So he got some gems just for participating and going in and saying, hi, good morning, I voted, those type of things that you can do in there. So there's actually quite a bit you can do. You can do the live rallies. You can do the claims on it. You can vote. And then, of course, you can talk in the chat, and then you'll occasionally just get airdrops of gems. So you'll see in the top there, host to give away. The bigger the space is, the more gems it has to give away. And then, of course, it can airdrop those out to members on a daily basis through the rallies, through the when somebody joins, it can give you 500 gems to help you get started when you buy a share. So there's definitely a lot that you can do. That is all the basics that there is right there. We can't show you how to stake. Corey, can you go to the S-Oli one? You're going to show them where they're going to go at least. So if you decide you want to do the locked up, the S-Sol, you see Corey has 5 locked up there. This does cost, and I think with Ethereum being up, it might be even a little bit more expensive. It's probably between $160 and $180 somewhere in there for you to do this. But again, you're not spending that money. And you see that Corey's unlocks on August 7th, 24. If he wants at that point, he can pull that money back and he can do that. His withdraw button will be in there. But if you are doing this for the first time when you come here, this is not going to have withdraw. It's going to have the deposit button that you're going to go in here. You're going to select
zapped or zap or something like that.
Yeah, zap in. I think it's zap in is what it is. So it's going to say zap in, and you're going to do that, and then it's going to lock it up for the 90 days.
I did want to point out this playbook for players too that's here that you can learn anything you want. It's like all mapped out for you.
Yeah, and if somebody could go through and read that and let us know if there's anything we're missing, that would be fantastic, because I just learned by doing. Some people learn by reading.
Yeah, so they have it there for you.
Normally not me. So if you're a reader, go through that for us, and that'd be great. We did read the playbook for hosts, so we can get a channel going. Guys, we're hoping that we can just get this rocking and rolling. So if you do want to get involved, that's great. And we can get this channel growing, hopefully get tens of thousands of Oli, not for myself, not for Corey, but for the projects to move this stuff forward and get this going. And then, of course, this becomes successful in Oli. I saw someone the other day talking about Oli potentially going to $1. So, you lock them up, you earn some, you earn a few $100 in Oli. You earn the gems, you earn the District 1 airdrop, you earn the Blast airdrop. It could become quite lucrative to be a part of it. And so far, I've looked at about 7 or 8 social media ones the one that really started off that just did an airdrop, which was like $20, $25. It's going to pop my head in a minute. We looked at the one, I can't remember their names. Anyway, we looked at quite a few, and this is the one that I like the best. And one of the keys is it's on Blast. I actually tried another one on Blast too, guys. This is not the only one I tried. There's 2 of them on Blast. I did both of them. I like this one better. Okay, this one is got more stuff to do. It's more interaction. Now, most chats, I'm going to be honest with you, that I see right now in there are GM, I vote it, I heart vote it. I would like to start some real conversations in here. I tried to, me and Corey at one point belonged to the same one, but I bailed on him and went to another one, another group. But me and Corey were starting to have some competition talk in it when we were both in the same one. I had to leave because he's too damn fast, and he just too I just couldn't handle it. He just was beating me every time. So I basically said, I'm going to go find another group that loves me more. That's not going to whoop me every time, right?
That's just hurtful, Peter.
No, actually what it is guys, and here's a good strategy, right? You find a group that's in like the group I belong to right now is actually somewhere overseas. At nighttime, 8-10 people go for the rally, and it's much more competitive. I go on in the daytime, and if nobody else competes against me, I get 3,500 gems every time, right? So I can average more gems over time because I might, if I'm competing in a very competitive space, I might only get 1,000. By the way, even if you own a share in one, you can go vote in other ones as well, right? You can rally in other spaces. You don't have to rally in this. So if you're in True Badger and you go, you know what, it's too big, too many people, I'm too slow, whatever, you can go and rally in another one, another group that you find. Okay.
You
All
know,
right. So we're going to open up for questions, right?
yeah, I was gonna say what's really fun is, and how I get an edge on Peter sometimes is I just set my my alarm for like every 2 hours that I can do it. And then once you, it's so much fun, guys, and just clicking a button because you're sitting there just getting ready, and you click the button, and then I hit my timer on my phone for 14 minutes so that it reminds me to go claim the gems, because you got to go claim your gems when you earn them. But
Oh my God, guys, I've missed several rallies in the last couple they are keeping me working so hard and so busy that I forget. And I think that's what Corey's trying to do. He's like, let me keep Peter occupied and busy like 8 minutes. So there's going to be a rally in 7 minutes. I'm going to get my gems. Okay. Corey's going to show. We're going to stay on for at least another 8 or 9 minutes. If you need to go, we understand. But I want Corey to show you guys actually a rally take place. And so it's odd hours where I'm at in Pacific time. So it's 5 o'clock Pacific, 7, 9, and just do your time zone. So with Corey, it's on even numbers, right? It's because he's 3 hours difference. So his are at 2 o'clock. His new day starts. My new day starts at 5, and so on. Or I'm sorry, his is later. So his is at 8 o'clock. His new day starts. Mine starts at 5. And his rallies are on the even hours. So you'll have to figure out your time zone and when it is. And so it's either on the even or the odd numbers on that. Okay. You know what? Great question. Can they do it on their phones, Corey? I have never tried it on a
yeah,
phone. You
yeah, I
can?
just go to my my D1
MetaMask.
link through MetaMask. Yeah, you
Okay,
got to
so
go
you
through
log
that.
into MetaMask, go to the D1 link, and then that'll connect your wallet in there. So if you're using MetaMask on your phone, you do need to enter MetaMask first, go to the browser, pull up D1, and then that'll take you where you need to go. So let's open up for some questions, guys. We'll answer some.
Peter, I wanted to throw in my 2 cents on the social media side. Um, and this goes along with True Badger holders, people in the crypto space, the DFY, all of this, everything that we're all doing is groundbreaking. It's cutting edge. It's figure it out, fix it, change it, participate. And as Peter said in the very beginning, we need to grab this. We need to get ourselves involved and own this decentralized space so that big business and all the big money guys don't. And I know this is weird. This one here is weird to me. I'm not a gamer. I'm not a, I'm not a gamer. However, I remember the early days of Facebook and the ads and the distractions, and it's even worse now, right? At one point I said, oh, I would pay, $3 a month or whatever, right? To have more control over what's going on my Facebook and my groups. And that's what this is. Decentralized allows us to control this. And Peter, the idea of making the conversation within the True Badger space and Nexus ecosystem is the exciting part. So right now it's get gems, get gold, learn the system, play with it. You can't make a mistake. You can't hurt anything. You're not, this isn't big bucks or anything, right? And it will gain in value as time goes on. But for now, we just need to step in and fool around with it and get familiar and learn that space. And in 6 months or a year, this may be where we are doing that, having that conversation where we're sharing, we're building, we're growing the platform. So I encourage you guys to do that. It's uncomfortable for me. I'll be really honest. It's weird. It's not my thing. I love to watch Peter and Corey fight over who's best and who's got the most points and who's getting the gold. And I know that there's much more that will come from this that will allow us to grab this decentralized space and really have it be beneficial to all of us. So that's just my 2 cents. I think of this as much more as social media and what social media platforms should be. And that's the exciting part for me, to see how and when that grows into whatever social media should be in the future, which will be what we want it to be. So anyway, I'm rambling now. See if I can ramble more than Peter. Probably not. So
Good luck with that.
yeah, exactly. Hey, a girl can have dreams.
We're about 48 seconds away from the rally. So Marty hit it on the head. It's basically, yeah, button pusher. So this is where I have my alarm going off on my phone. And so since I am a shareholder, I get to maximize my gems, my boosters. I get like 6 times booster. And by having my Ole staked as well, I get the maximum of, I get to do this 4 times a 24-hour period. So I get the maximum amount. So basically I want to max it out everywhere I can so that I can have all the benefits of this. So 5 seconds left, rally for gems. It's going to pop up right here. Same thing on my phone. It's going to pop up a green rally, yellow rally right here. Any second. There it is. So just click it. Did you see it happen fast? The button said I rallied for the space, which is the DGen Talks. Very soon it's going to be True Badger once we all get in there. So right there. And then on my phone, I just hit my timer for 14 minutes that I have it preset to. So when my timer goes off on my phone, it will remind me to come back in here, and I'll be able to claim those gems, and you'll get to, it's fun to see how many you actually get. Like it's random and depending on, different variables. But the last one I did, I think I got like 4,700 or something like that, or 3,700. But I got a lot of gems last time. So it's fun to do this. It gets addicting, and it's just a super fun space to be able to, especially once we all are in there. So I just did my rally, buddy. Oh, you're on mute. I don't know if you're on the phone or you're back with us. I think you might be still on the phone. So we have a few questions. We can go over those. And guys, like I said before, like when Peter first introduced this to me, it was just like walking into any new room or space. It was overwhelming, but like I said, there is a guide there. I followed along YouTube video just to learn how to maximize my points and everything with my gems and get involved in D1 and all that stuff. So, all right, Peter, you back?
Yeah, I'm going to give you guys a pointer. Sometimes you have to click on the rally button like 16 times. Just keep clicking.
Mash it.
It is not very responsive sometimes. I was doing first I was talking to my son about some stuff we're working on because he works for us now. The second thing I was doing was trying to smash my button when you were talking to me, and I was not going to let you distract me from pushing the button and rallying for my gems. All right. So I had to stay focused because I know I've let you distract me in the past. So
yes,
no distraction this time. Okay, so let's keep going. Will you be putting out a sheet for us to follow on what to do? We will, Frank, but it's going to take us I don't know. We've got so much stuff going. Guys, I am serious. We are absolutely slammed with as much stuff as we have to do for the airdrop stuff. We found that some of the issues where people have wallets, we did a thing called breadcrumbs, and their wallets that they sent the funds from were actually connected to other projects that had been labeled Sybil. And so we're fixing all that stuff, and we're going through some stuff, and we're trying to figure out how to get everybody proof of humanity, which will avoid that in the future. So we are like slammed. As a matter of fact, the entire team is working all weekend long. Corey has just become an honorary AXA, so he can get some people through and get some stuff done. What does Sybil mean? It's a type of software that goes out and says that your actions on your account were done by software, not by a person. None of our accounts, guys, are Sybil. None. Every single action that we've done for everybody has been done from a person doing it, right? An AXA going in and doing those transactions. However, if a wallet has been tied to any other Sybil, they can do it. We're putting in appeals. If you guys have gotten an email from Sharona, what was in the title of the email?
Important information. Let me just double check.
Yes. And how many people do we still have that have not replied yet?
We have, come on. We have 58 replies out of 82.
Okay.
So about 30 more.
So we have about 24 more people. That is 24. Yep.
Sorry,
24 more people that need to reply to us. So if you can check for a Layer Zero, she's going to tell you what the title is of it.
I sure am. And it has flashing lights in the subject title, and it says important message about your DFY. Please read ASAP, action required.
Okay. So if you guys can check, make sure if you've already gotten it and filled it out, you're great. You don't fill it out a second time. So we can get some stuff done for you to push forward the Layer Zero airdrop. And then we're going to be talking about ZK Sync next week and doing some stuff with you. It's going to cost us a pretty penny to do what we're going to do, but hopefully everybody will cooperate, and then we'll get things moving forward and get this going. I am going to make us bulletproof, and then we're going to build a big enough community. We're going to have projects lined out the door that want to do the airdrops with us. So together we can all win in a huge way, but it is taking a lot of work to do it. Okay. What currency do we need? You'll need ETH on the Blast network. I believe we did ETH, right, buddy? And then when you do it, it converts it to OLI, right? It was ETH and then it converted. I sent you ETH to do it, right? Yep. And then it converted to OLI. So you'll need ETH on the Blast chain, okay, to do it. And I believe when you go to purchase a spot, Corey, can you check? I believe it asks you if you want to do with OLI or ETH, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, OLI or ETH. So you can have the OLI or you can have the ETH, but it'll ask you that. So I've got so much going on in my mind. Sometimes the details escape me, but I got them all right. All right. It shows, okay. Marty, you'll have to get with them. Your account with DFY will not show anything except for the proper link. But the one that you probably set up, probably maybe you got a bad link on it. But even if you do, I'm not worried about it. If somebody else gets some credit for it, guys, we're about growing this thing and making the world a better place. And so if we referred you and we get your referral link, let me cover this real quick too, guys. You're going to have friends, and some of you might have friends that are doing, Ember. Sign up with your friend, right? We're here to grow this thing. If you don't have anybody, sign up on our affiliate link. We'll make some money. All of that money is going to go towards moving your future forward, okay? Every dollar that we have coming in from this, whether it's District 1, all that, that's not going to my pocket. It's not going in Corey's. It's going towards the projects to, I guess, well, when they get paid, it goes to them in their pocket. But it's do it through the work that they've done and put forward from there. So this is about building a better ecosystem for everybody that's involved. But if you have a friend or you end up on the wrong link, I'm not worried about it. Even if his name is Ben and you ended up on a wrong link, have at it. Get some gems or whatever you're going to get, Ben. Hopefully it helps you become a better person and not be such an ass. Okay, so let's move on to the next part of our equation, all right? Am I in trouble, Corey? No, I'm not in trouble. I can't get in trouble. It's me. All right. Will my DFY? Okay, yes, you're going to be fine on your DFY account, Marty. Love you guys. Everything is wonderful. My D1 is the True Badger. but it's connected to Blast as signed up. Okay, yes. No worries, Marty. Don't even worry about it. Okay, you just end up with a Blast account. You're fine. As long as the D1 is, you're good. Let someone else get some credit there. I don't even know the person I signed up with Blast. So let me tell you what happened. I found Blast. I searched out Blast. I didn't know anybody that was doing Blast. I checked with everybody I knew. Nobody was doing it. I had no link. So what did I do? I went to YouTube and I searched out Blast. And some guy, Matt, is like smiling all the way to the bank. He's like, holy crap, where'd this guy come from, right? He's like, well, at 22,000 now. I mean, heck, I'm doing pretty good. I wish he'd find me more often. So I just found the link through the YouTube channel. Same thing with District 1, the same thing with all the things that I've done, because I'm kind of the lead person. I just find random people and I bless them with value, right? Because that's what we want to do. They create videos that give us value. We create value for them. All right. So no worries if you ended up on another link. If you have a Blast account with somebody else, great, guys. We're excited about the value that we're creating in the Web3 space. This is not about Peter. It's not just about Nexus. It's not just about decentralized. It's not just about DFY. This is about a brighter future. This is about a better future. This is about life in a decentralized world versus where we're at. Okay. So, all right. Well, we showed you a rally. Corey's going to show you how to collect. It's 6 minutes away, and then we're done with the call. We're losing people because they're like, I'm going to sleep. These guys are just talking too dang much. So they're going to bed. I don't blame them. I'd go to bed too if I could. Do we ourselves sign up for the District 1, or are the AXAs doing that for us? Drew, we can't really do that. So what I want to do is see if we can connect the two accounts together. And the reason why we can't is you need to do it all the time. Like, I can't have the AXAs go in every 2 hours and rally for you. It just won't work with the amount of time it'll take, but the reward is big. So I'm going to figure out a way, if you want to do it, if you say, hey, let me go get an account. We're going to figure out a way where you'll get on with an AXA, I believe. They're going to share their screen and we're going to connect the two together. I'm praying and hoping it'll work. Okay. If not, at least get your District 1 going so you collect some jewels, and you'll just have two wallets that get an airdrop. The airdrop we're doing, and then the airdrop you get yourself. I just want you to get as many digital assets as you can. And a lot of this stuff we don't know because it's just, nobody's done it before, right? So we've got to pioneer it and figure things out and go through all of this stuff. And I think we're all going to be glad over the next few months. We got challenges, we got things going on, but we're all going to be extremely glad that we stuck in there and we figured them out. And we're going to bless thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, eventually millions, and then billions of people with the actions that we're taking on a daily basis. And the great part about it is we're going to get rich doing it, right? I mean, I think that is like the icing on the cake, right? That we're going to build digital wealth along the way in helping people do that. All right. MySpace. Yeah. No, it's MySpace. Yeah. That's what I first thought of too. I thought, well, maybe they didn't pick the best word for that, but that's what they call it. Right. Because like MySpace, but MySpace was actually doing well until it was purchased. I think if Fox bought it or one of those companies bought it, and then they went in and screwed it up. And then of course, Facebook took over and dominated that space. Right. Because, MySpace was around before Facebook, right? Facebook was an after that. What is the link up in the district when signing up? I believe you're connecting to your account, correct, Corey? I've done it so long ago that
I know it was a while ago. I think it's when you're connecting it. I want to say who did I walk through it?
Dawn, probably.
Yeah, maybe. And there was when you're connecting your socials at the beginning of D1, I believe there was like a you could get extra gems when you post a post. But then there was I forgot the term for it, but I want to say it was like a $10 to $15 something when you start. I'll have to go back and look at my video.
Okay.
But
I'm on there right now. I'm going to link up and then, oh, link up is just your share. So that's your link. And then it has a listing of the earned ones, right? So begin by linking up with just 0.005 E. So
yeah,
that's a small fee. When you invite others, you will earn 70% of your invite and 20% from their link up to learn more. So if you're going to refer people, I believe you want to do the link up side of things. And then you'll earn the Oli and all that stuff that you can get from it. So let me share mine, buddy, and I'll show you.
yeah, it is.
You guys.
It's an affiliate program.
Yeah, it's the affiliate program. The link up is. I remember now what it is once I looked at it. So here it is right here, and you guys can see that by what the people that I've referred. See, Jan, I earned 45 Oli, and then Corey, I earned 95 Oli on. Corey's ahead of Jan in it. So anyway, I can claim these. Claimable is 140 Oli. I have not claimed them, but I can come in here and I can hit the claim button, and it's going to pop up, and it'll put this. This is about $14, by the way, at 10 cents an Oli. So
Nice.
Thank you, Corey.
Yeah.
I got some of my cash back.
You betcha.
All right.
The timer's going off. That means it's almost time to claim.
Guys, this is what I love about it. Look at that gas fee on Blast. That is less than a penny. I mean, how beautiful is that to do a transaction? So, I have a lot of ETH transactions, guys, some stuff that I staked. I can't even go claim it. I put in like $20 and I've earned like 11. But if I go to claim my $11, it costs $7 or $8, $9 to just claim it. And before it was actually more than $11. That's what I love about these new chains. And so now that'll be in my over here, guys, in my earned stuff, my 140.
You want to show them how to claim the rally?
Oh, yes, I will. Is it time?
Yep.
All right, let me go here. So guys, I'm here in live. And I'm the only one that did my rally, so I don't have to race anybody. That's why I'm in my group and not in Corey's. Corey has too many. So you see this pop up, guys? It says 0 of 1. I'm the only person to claim it. I click on it. You just saw me click on it. And a little thing goes off. And I just got 3,500 gems. And so that's why I like to go to ones that there's not a lot of competition, because I can get automatically more gems. How'd you do, Corey?
Same, 3,500.
All right. He's doing good. I think his group too is at nighttime too. So it's like really late at night, wherever it is. I think DGen talks, because that's the first group that I picked. So anyway, guys, we're going to get our space going. We're going to keep moving up this ladder here to beyond number 18. We'll get our own space. You'll be able to go in and do rallies. You'll be able to go in there and talk with each other. And we'll be able to get this thing moving along. All right.
Fantastic. Drew just
lost one space, buddy. We're 18. We're 19 now instead of 18.
Well, Drew's on his way in, so he'll boost us up.
All right, we're gonna move up the ladder here. All right, guys. We said we'd let you go. We're gonna keep our word. We're gonna let you go. If you have any questions, we'll probably do a walkthrough maybe for people that want to do this maybe on Saturday or something. We'll go through and help maybe do a setup. Maybe we can find someone on the team that's not in yet, and then walk through a setup. You know what? I do not believe Morgan signed up. So let me see
that's a good idea.
Come on, and we'll walk through getting people signed up and getting it going. So all that stuff. Drew just got 2,863 gems.
Yeah, Drew.
On his way to the gold mine, baby. On his way to the gold mine. All right.
Good job.
Earning digital assets, guys. That's what's important. Very important. Earning digital assets. $20 here, $20 here, $30 here, $50 here. Project 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 X's. All of a sudden you have $300, $400, $500, $1,000. You take that, put it into something else, turn it into thousands, turn it into tens of thousands, turn it into hundreds of thousands. Who knows where the future begins? I would have never thought somebody would pay $300 million for 2 pizzas, but somebody did.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? 300 million, or is it now 700 million?
Oh, that's a lot of million.
Let me do the math here real quick, buddy. I want to make sure we're being accurate, okay? In our statements. 70.
Drew's up to 42.95 gems.
2 pizzas, $700 million. Okay. That's what it's worth today if he would have kept the 10,000 little Bitcoins. All right. Oh, wow. He's already cranking away. Go, go. So you guys can see it's pretty easy to get gems. And that would be, I believe, about how many gems did you get, buddy? I mean, how many in your epoch? For 12.5 gold, which is
40
equivalent to 500,000.
42,000.
42,000. So
42,000.
Drew is 10% of the way to the possibility. So he's probably actually already earned 1 gold when the epoch ends in about we don't know when the epoch ends. I can't give you a date on that. But when the epoch ends, Drew already earned probably about 1 gold. All right.
Yeah.
Very,
All right.
very good. Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you, guys.